A month after closing its doors, the New Haven Pride Center has a clearer picture on its debt to the IRS. The board chair says they set a new goal to pay $250,000 and raise additional funds to better serve the community. NBC Connecticut's Kyle Jones is joining us live from New Haven with the very latest. Kyle.
So, Keisha, we talked to Hope Chavez, who is the co-chair on board of the New Haven Pride Center, and she says that they paid $100,000 and they haven't seen much movement in the amount of money that is still owed. So now they have a new fundraising goal, and they say they hope it'll allow them to open these doors soon. Back in February, the New Haven Pride Center announced it was closing to reevaluate its finances and to come up with a plan to pay off a significant tax bill.
We started to get phone calls about a week after the news went out.
Board co-chair Hope Chavez tells NBC Connecticut that local organizations and donors have rallied to support the center. And despite paying $100,000, they still owe $233,000 on a $250,000 bill.
And we said it's going to take $500,000 in order for us to wipe that debt, because otherwise we're really never going to pay it off.
Chavez says local organizations have helped, and they now have $230,000 towards their goal.
I think we are very likely to be successful with Project Phoenix. We're very optimistic.
Sarah Spodek is the director of the Quinnipiac University Law School Tax Clinic. She's not familiar with the Pride Center's financial situation, but says catching up on back taxes is almost impossible for organizations, particularly at a time when donations may be lower.
They find that as they're strained, they're either struggling meeting their employment payroll taxes, which is again another debt to the Internal Revenue Service, which has incredibly high penalties and interest if you fail to make those.
And she says that's where the biggest problems are for businesses and nonprofits.
I think that once you get behind in a very large dollar amount in a tax debt to the Internal Revenue Service, especially if it is employment or payroll taxes, you are facing not only the compounded daily interest, but there's also penalties, and then there's interest on those penalties.
Yeah, and so she says that those penalties can be 100% of what is owed, so it could double and triple very easily. But she does say that getting back on track is possible with organizations. And so Hope Chavez here, she says that they have so many people who have helped out with fundraising and helping out with their employees who are furloughed that they do believe that they'll have the rest of that $500,000 by the end of April. Live in New Haven, I'm Kyle Jones, NBC Connecticut News. Guys, back to you.